Good morning children. In last class I showed you and I will explain that the tools, how to use it, and I told you the practically I will show in the next session what we have to do. So today I am showing the tools as well as uses and precaution also. Okay, so one by one I will show you according to last session what I explained. Okay, so say this is a cutting plier. I already showed you. This is it has two parts. One is face and another one is handle. Okay, so this handle is insulated. So it is used to cutting, holding and twisting the wires. Okay, so its the cutting edge is round and sharp at the top. Okay, long and round at the top. It is also used in electronic work also sometimes. Okay, so I will show you how to use the cutting plier. See, this is a cutting plier. So when you want to cut the wire, you have to use this cutting edge. Okay, when you have to use this cutting edge. Okay, for holding the things you have to use the front face of the cutting plier. Yeah. Okay, so you can see grooves are there in order to hold the things. Okay, so see, I will cut the wire. Okay, so you have to cut the wire here, not here. Okay, you can't cut it here. Okay, there is no blade at all. So when you are cutting, so usually you people will do this one only. So you should not do like that. You have to, if you want to cut the wire, you have to hold the wire in a blade of the cutting plier and you have to press it. Okay. Like that you have to cut it. And holding the things, you have to hold the things here. Okay, so screwdriver or anything, if you want to hold it, you have to hold the things here. Okay, so this is a cutting plier. So precaution, do not cut steel wires. So you should not, when you are using cutting pliers, steel substances you should not cut. Okay, only wires, copper wire and all. Second one is, do not hold any hot substances. Okay, so if you hold hot substances longer time, this is a plastic handle, so it may melt. That's why you should not hold the hot substance too long time. Okay, so and should not use as a hammer. Okay, do not use it as in place of hammer. Okay, sometimes what we'll do to fixing nails and all, if you don't have hammer, usually we'll do this in the cutting plier itself. You should not do. Okay, this is the precaution. Next is cutter and wire stripper. Okay, this is cutter and this is a cutter cum wire stripper. Two types I showed you in the last class. So how to cut the wire? So see here. Okay, first very small thin wires you can cut it like this. It is having a sharp edge. Okay, you have to hold the handle in proper way. So it handle should not touch the face of the cutting plier or a cutter. Okay, so in this we can strip out the insulated wire. So only for cutting we can use it. Okay, so this is cutter cum stripper. Okay, so it is having a blade also for cutting and stripping also. Okay, see, so if you want to cut it, cut the wires, you can cut it here. Okay, so you can cut the wire here. For stripping, front face of the stripper you have to use at the top around there. Okay, you put the wire there and cut it slightly and remove the insulation. You can see the copper wire. Okay, so this is a cutter cum stripper. Do not cut steel wire again in this also. Okay, protect from rust. You know, if the tools rusted, so we can't use it properly. So it should be protected from rust. Next one is screwdriver. Okay, so this is a screwdriver. Okay, so use it for loosening and tightening and keep the screw in position. Okay, it has two parts. one has plastic handle and other one has the blade of high carbon steel. This is a steel rod, okay, it is a high carbon steel. The tip of the screwdriver is hardened, okay, the tip of the screwdriver is hardened. So there are different sizes of the screwdriver I will show you now, okay, so different types also. See, this is a flat one for the flat screws, okay, and this is the star screwdriver, okay. So you will get a screwdriver set like this, okay. So depending upon the size of the screw, we can fix the screwdriver, okay. So we can remove it, and whichever we want, you can see this is a star screwdriver, and this is a flat one. I can fix it now, okay, like this. This is also used as a neon tester also, this screwdriver, okay. So you can see the bulb inside, okay. So precaution we have to take: avoid greasy or oily handle, okay. When we are using a screwdriver, handle should not be greasy or oily. You know what happens if it is oily, our hand may slip and some damages may take place. That's why it should not be oily or greasy, okay. Do not use in place of chisel. In the carpentry session, sir told you chisel, okay. To remove the small piece of wood, we will use a chisel, okay. So if you don't have chisel, what we will do? So we will take a screwdriver, and if you want to remove any small piece of a wood, we are using a screwdriver. Don't do that, okay. So this is a plastic handle. When you hammer it, this may break, okay. So and use the proper screwdriver for particular screws, okay. There are different sizes of the screw will be there, and different types of screw will be there. So depending upon the screwdriver, screws, you have to use the screwdriver. See, this screwdriver is a very small screw, okay. So when you remove a small screws, you have to use this type of screwdriver. Don't use this for the small screws, okay. So next one is a neon tester. This is very important, children. When you are using, you should be very careful. See, this is a screwdriver and this is a neon tester. Both are looking same, but you can see the neon bulb inside. Can you see? Okay, can you see the neon lamp and spring and the two electrodes in it? Okay, so see, these two, when you are using, be careful when you are using a neon tester, okay. So the blade of the neon tester is insulated here, okay. Sometimes if the insulator not there, when you are using, we should be very careful. Our hand should not, or our finger should not touch the bare blade. Now it is okay, it is insulated, so it should not touch the bare blade, okay. So I will show you. Sir, pass ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂಚೂರು ಬೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾನೆ, ಅದು ಆಗಲ್ಲ. So how to use this one? See, so when you are using, it is used to check whether the current is there or terminal is live or not, okay. So how to use it? A terminal is live or not by touching the terminal with the tip of the screwdriver, neon tester, and the metal knob with the finger, okay. When you are testing, our finger should touch this metal knob, okay. So I will show you how to use the neon tester, okay. See here, you can see 3 terminals in a socket. So one is the live, and another one is the neutral, and another one is the earthing, okay. So phase or a live, neutral and earthing. Though usually current always flow in a phase circuit, okay, line. So see, when this is a phase live wire, okay. Can you see the lamp is glowing? Okay. So you have to touch the metal knob while testing. So in the neutral we won't get the current, our lamp won't glow, and the earthing also. So by checking like this, we will come to know in which terminal the current is flowing. We can say it is a live wire. Okay, children. So while testing, so you have to take care that what is the precaution is. So do not drop the tester. Okay, do not drop the tester, and take care not to touch the bare blade. It's very important, children. I showed you now, but don't try it at home. Okay, so when you are coming again to the class, when the school reopens, that time I will explain you, I will show you properly how to use this one. Till time, don't use it, and take care. Okay, so don't use the tools what I showed you at home now, at present. Okay, children. So next one is nose plier. See, children, this is a nose plier. It is used for holding, twisting and joining the wires at narrow place. Narrow place means where we can't use the cutting plier, there we can use the nose plier. See, so this is a TV board, okay, PCB board, so old TV, okay. So in this type, so if you want to use the if you want to make the loop, or if you want to cut the things, hold the things, means in this small place we can't use the cutting plier. So that time we had to use the nose plier, because this face is just like a nose, and it is a very sharp. We can put it in, we can use it in a very small place also, like this. Okay. So it is used to tighten or loosen a small nuts, and making loops held under screwed terminal. So we can make the loops held under screwed terminal. So precaution, you had to use with the insulated handle only. Okay, avoid from the rust, and don't use it in place of cutting plier. Next one is wire stripper. See, this is wire stripper. I already showed you how to use this one. Okay, so I will show you that how to use this one. Okay, so use of the wire stripper is in order to remove the insulation of the wire. Okay, so how to remove the insulation? See, this is used to cut the wires also. So we can cut the wire also here. You can see the blade for cutting the wires. Okay, so we can cut it, and it is having a adjustable gauge setter in order to adjust the different sizes of the wire. See, you can see the different sizes of the wire. See, okay, so in order to, depending upon the wires, we have to use the stripper. See, you have to keep the wire mouth of the wire stripper, and you have to pull the handle. Okay, so now we can see it is, the insulation is removed. Okay, we can remove the insulation like this. Okay, so use precaution, what we have to take is use proper wire stripper for particular wires. Okay, that means you have to adjust the wire stripper gauge for particular wires. Next one is soldering iron. Children, see, this is a soldering iron. Okay, used to solder electronic components and solder joints of wires. See, children, these are all the electronic components. So this is what we can say soldering. Okay, so electronic it is soldering iron is used to solder these electronic components. See, you can see the components, this resistor, capacitor and all. So back side on the PCB board you can see the soldering. This is a lead. Okay, so use it to solder the joints of wires also. See, this is a lead. Okay, it is used as media for joining the wires or joining the components, electronic components. So I will show you on how to solder it. So while using, never use, okay, while soldering, insulate yourself. So we had to wear a slipper, or we had to stand on a wooden okay, mat. So because it is earthing connection is there in our filament coil of the soldering iron, so we may get shock sometimes. That's why we had to use insulate ourselves while using the soldering gun. And do not put the hot iron on the wire. So while keeping the soldering gun, so sometimes we will keep it on the wire itself. Okay, so don't do that one, because this wire damage, if it is damages, so insulation will go again. It is a problem for us only. Okay, so see children, the soldering gun is hot now. So after it becomes hot, okay, so see, you can see the lead is melting. Okay, this melting. So when you want to join any wire or electronic component like this, okay, so we have to first clean the material, clean the component and where you want to solder it, and put the lead on the point where you want to solder. Okay, so you have to put the solder like this and remove the hand. Okay, then you can see the small lead is sitting on the point where you want to solder it. Okay, so this is a soldering gun, so used to solder electronic component. Okay, next one is ball peen hammer. You will be knowing usually that how to use the ball peen hammer. So it is used to make the gutties holes on the wall. Okay, or it is used to fix the nails on the wall. Okay, so in the flat it is just like hammer one side, and other side of the face it is just like a ball. That's why it is called as a ball peen hammer. Okay, so we know that how to use it. Put the nail or a gutties on the wall and we have to hammer it. So never use loose handled hammer. Precautions. Okay, handle should not be greasy or oily. Okay, the handle should not be greasy or oily. If the handle is loosened, what happens when you are hammering? The face of the hammer may come out. So that's why you should not use a loose handled hammer. Okay, children. Okay. So next is knife. Already I told you. Test lamp. This is also very important testing material of electrical and electronic equipment testing time. Okay, so it is just bulb and two wires. Where you want to check the terminal whether it is live or not, we have to use these two terminal A and B, and put it where you want to check it the terminal, and see that when the bulb glows, we can say the terminal is live. Okay, so that means it is working. So this is test lamps, and these are all the basic tools what we are using in electronic and electrical classes for repairing any equipment or using practical when you are doing practical. So I showed you all those things. When you are using, you have to use it with elder supervision. Okay, so children, good luck, and don't try it without any elder's supervision. Okay, thank you.